me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They should have cred with it. You be the fighter.
It's week 13 of the 2024 season. Up next, we'll see Russell Wilson. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the Broncos and the Browns on Thursday night primetime.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 20. They'll start by running the option to the right. And some space here. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Everyone see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Down inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 28-yard line. Wilson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 134 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. After the interception, here's Watson. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Watson. He completes it to Evans. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Uncorks one for Davis. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Newman. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The Broncos come into this one still undefeated despite the one tie. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Two and 3 in their defensive game plan. And knocked the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunity.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they have the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Not a great start to this drive. You have the sack, now the full start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll look to throw here. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. They go play action with Wilson. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Look at that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And some room to maneuver. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. On 2nd and goal. Wilson looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Well, second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. To throw is Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Here's Wilson to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stretched the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Wilson. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. They go play action now. Wilson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
And throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. 4th down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal.
The kick by McManus is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks have told us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Watson now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw, Watson. This one incomplete. Almost picked up by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Evans here. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That will allow them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Wilson on first down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And the Bronco offense ready to begin this 3rd quarter play. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the 2nd half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And take this to the near side of midfield before going out of bounds. So 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
After the interception, here's Watson. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, here's Watson.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage.
Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field.
And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Couldn't do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the
pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Here's Sam Martin now. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They go with Chubb on second down. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Well, this is where the mile-high air really starts to affect an opposing offense. Guys moving a bit slowly here. It's third and long. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Denver Broncos back out there. Former Tar Heel Javonte Williams, we shine the spotlight on him. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 108 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Newman. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. The busy night continues for Williams. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Touchdown! Montrell Washington. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get an important score there to extend their lead here this fourth quarter. McManus's point after is good. These guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Cleveland offense making their way out. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So the Broncos coming out now. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs.
Now the ball comes loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That could be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Wilson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Bring this one inside the 35. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
So I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is caught. And plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want to challenge him. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. And that one an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within one score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
135 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Myles Garrett, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Find Washington. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. From 13 yards out.
And the Broncos add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Well, the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Watson. This is caught by Evans. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Mike Evans with a milestone. Career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 40. 20. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points.
Well, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last two plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown of protection led to the block.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On the counter, here's Williams. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Again, it's Williams. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On second down, Williams. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One last throw here for Watson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off. But they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Broncos, they pick up win number 7 on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll be on the